Every single person talks about money when it comes to building a business, and I'm guilty of it too. Of course it's important. Like, I'm not, one of those people that's saying money isn't important. Of course it is. It's very important, but it's just the start. It's just the start, guys. What I'm going to share with you today is the 3 other levels of freedom that I've personally unlocked within my life through growing my coaching business, and it's completely changed my life. I just came back from a 2-week trip with my family in Vietnam whilst my business was still running, and we've had the best month as well that we've ever had in the business, just over $30K in 1 month. And it's been a complete game changer with my mindset. And I just want to run through these other things really today, and just like why they matter, because we should be thinking about all of these levels. It's not just the income that's important, and these aren't really things that people talk to you about when you're just starting out. They just tell you about the money. So people think, it's just that freedom is quitting a job, earning 10K a month. It's not just as simple as that. Like, real freedom is much deeper. It is much deeper than that. And you need to think about what exactly it is you want in your life when it comes to freedom, because it's not just external, it's internal too. You want that freedom within yourself, and we're going to run through how we're going to get there today. Personally, like when I first started, I just wanted to stop my job. I just wanted to stop my job in London. I just wanted enough to make sure that I didn't have to go back to that really. And I didn't want to hate Mondays. Like, I wanted to be doing something where I just loved what I did. And that's, obviously everyone says like, oh, love what you do, you'll never work a day, or, something like that. I don't know what the exact saying is, but that's just what I wanted. I wanted to love and like wake up just loving what I do. And I'm glad to say like that we've made it happen, guys. We've made it happen, and it just makes life so much more fulfilling. It makes what you do and becoming successful, internally, externally with what you do so much easier. And like, this is just something I've learned as well. Like, as the business has grown, even having this best month we've had so far, it's not just about the money. Like, that's what I've realized. Even though we had that best month, it's the fact that 2 weeks of that was traveling around the world. My family in Vietnam is just crazy to me. So it's all these different kinds of freedom that really have changed my life, and my whole identity really is an entrepreneur. So looking forward to running you through it. First one is time freedom. Obviously, time freedom is very, very important. It's going to be able to obviously change all the other areas. Like, what you're spending your time on is going to directly impact like the success of your business as well. But being able to be free with that and just control your own schedule, that's something that's really powerful. Not being tied to someone else's schedule, being in control of that. Obviously, I'm not saying like you can't work or something like that, but you should be in control of your schedule where you can dictate like what you want to do. So that's really, really powerful. And just not asking someone like permission to go on a holiday or something, or go for a gym session or spend time with your family. Just being able to manage it. And same thing with holidays. Like, I'm not saying you can just go on holiday like the whole year, but you should be in control of this. And that's a very powerful feeling. Like with me, just being in Vietnam right now, it's just waking up, deciding that day like what I'm going to be doing and how much of the time I'm going to be spending on my business. I did about 1 hour work per day, like when I wasn't moving around and stuff, my family going on trips and things like that. So just being in control of that, very powerful. Location freedom is the second one. Just being able to work from anywhere. And last year, this is something that really changed my life. Literally anywhere. So, Vietnam, in the cafes, stuff like that. I spent loads of time in Thailand, Australia, Bali, Cambodia as well. Like last year, I went on a massive trip for 6 months, and I could work from anywhere. And that comes from location freedom and having a online business. There's like pretty much no business now that you can't just do something similar to that online. Even things that are in person, you can teach someone how to do that in-person thing on a course online, for example. So location freedom is possible through that online business model, and just like that emotional feeling of just being able to pick all your stuff up and just go. Like, I right now am in Dubai and I could just leave and go wherever I want and be able to work from anywhere. And that's a powerful feeling. That is a powerful feeling. So it's something I probably take for granted now, but that's something that you really just need to understand, these things that you're working towards, because a lot of people, they aren't really thinking about the real whys and like the real goals. They're only thinking about that income. Once you start thinking about these other levels of freedom, like that's when you're going to be motivated and you're going to have that drive. So that's the second one, location freedom, very powerful. And then the last one is just mental freedom. It's not just escaping like a boss or something like that, or a job or something. It's escaping your own limits within your mind, and really just realizing that the sky is the limit. I know it's cringy and people say that type of thing, but it is so true. Like, the sky is the limit. You can do whatever you want. And once you unlock that and start breaking through these limiting beliefs and realizing that you can do whatever you want with the right guidance, with the right systems, it just frees you mentally, it frees any limiting beliefs you've had. And that's an amazing position to be in, to feel unstoppable, and it rubs off on everyone that you're surrounded by, your friends, your family, your clients, and everything like that. So that mental freedom, just building that confidence, having that identity shift, and just that real big belief that you can do whatever you want is extremely powerful. And that comes from having success. So start stacking the wins and just feeling like you're actually, alive, not just surviving. I think a lot of people out here with online businesses, they're just focusing on surviving. And by scaling your business and feeling grateful for what you have and enjoying the process, you can actually enjoy it, feel alive, and not just be surviving and grinding. Obviously, hard work is important, but if you're just focusing on keeping your head above the water, that's not going to be, you're not going to be operating from that place of abundance on a day-to-day basis. You need to be in the business, feeling really good and enjoying what you're doing. And that comes from as well, like the type of business that you choose to do. And those other areas like the income, the location, the time, all these things are going to impact that and like how you're feeling about this. So all these things work together, they do, and they sort of combine and align together. So yeah, it's just in general though, that feeling is very important. Making sure you're feeling good is like the number one thing. Because even with money, you are mentally trapped. You're not actually free. So just remember that. Like, you can be, I know some people that are really, really wealthy, but they're just not happy. And that's because of the mental freedom and these other areas we've spoken about. So if you are building a coaching business right now, just don't chase numbers. Just make sure you are chasing freedom in all these areas. And that's really what I stand for, is freedom. Whether it is with our fitness clients, getting them that feeling of freedom through their physical transformation. And that's, freedom is everything essentially. And there's different types of that. And hopefully you understand that through watching this video today. And it all starts by, of course, that physical transformation that I talk about with our clients, but then it's building that business around your life, because that's that next level. That's how you unlock everything else. So your business, it needs to build around your life rather than your life building around your business. And you just need to have a bit of conscious effort on that and make sure you're building it in the right way. If you want to learn exactly how I personally built my business to 10K per month, and now, like I just said, 30K per month, with only working half that month and spending the other half in Vietnam, then I'm going to put a link to another video that I've already taken on exactly how you can do that. It's going to be around this video somewhere. Other than that, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to have lots of more videos like this coming up, pure value on everything to do with coaching, scaling your coaching business, mindset, and actual systems and stuff and things you can be doing to instantly scale your business. So make sure to subscribe. But other than that, it has been a pleasure. Hopefully you found this useful. I'll see you in the next one.